I'm here to interview Zemlak.
Cool. And why Zemlak?
Well, he's my favourite player, and he's probably one of the best at the Flyers.
Cool. What are you wearing there just now?
Well, I'm wearing my Flyers top, and on Sunday against the Cardiff Devils, Zemlak came up and signed my top for me. I also got a stick from him. He gave me a stick, and then he signed the stick here. Yeah, well, I've got him some like funny ones, like what do you order at McDonald's, and what's your favourite Xbox game, and I've also got him like some Flyers like questions, so it's gonna be good. Hi, Zemlak.
Hey, bud.
Thanks for letting me interview you.
Anytime, bud.
What should I call you, Garrett or Zemmer?
Oh, you can call me Zemmer, that's fine.
Okay.
It's easier.
Where were you born, and what was it like there?
I was born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. It's a farm country, lots of hockey growing up. Flat, cold. Not so much rain like here in Scotland, but really cold, lots of snow.
Yeah. Do you have any brothers or sisters back home?
I have an older brother and a younger brother. My older brother's name's Mason. He works in the oil industry in Alberta, and my younger brother is going into 12th grade, so he's 16 right now, and both played hockey growing up. More for fun, but yeah, they're my two best friends.
Do you have any pets back home?
I have a little dog. He's a Yorkie poodle. His name's Maddox. He's our guard dog. We live out on an acreage, and it's kind of funny. We have a 10-acre acreage and a dog that's about this big, so it's kind of funny. He's awesome.
Who are your best friends here at the club?
I think everyone's been really good to me. I've came along and got along with everyone, but someone I really enjoy hanging out with, obviously, my roommate Danny Stewart and Tom's Hearts Madness. I mean, we go to the gym almost every day together, and Jamie Wilson. I've had a lot of fun with him away from the rink, and but like I said, I've really taken a liking to everyone. I think they've taken a liking to me too.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do. I left Canada without a girlfriend, but I was seeing a girl for about 6 years back home, and since I've been here, it's been kind of tough. We went through a tough time, but we're talking again, and we're gonna see how things go this summer.
All right. Who is your favorite singer?
My favorite singer. Are we talking like what, like rap artist or anything? Any kind of music?
Anything.
I would say actually the singer. I would have to say Michael Bublé. He's from Vancouver. I actually got a chance to meet him when I played junior in Vancouver, and he's a really nice guy, and I love his music. But I'm a big like hip hop guy. I like stuff that kind of gets me amped up before games and stuff. So I'd have to say like Lil Wayne or Wiz Khalifa and stuff. Some of the new stuff.
Are you a good dancer?
I've been known to be able to cut a shape or two. Only on special occasions in front of certain people. I dance in the dressing room sometimes. After wins, but yeah, I can dance a little.
Are there more hot chicks in Canada or Scotland?
Oh, I mean, I think the girls back home would be mad at me if I didn't say they were better looking back home. But obviously I've been out and around here and in Edinburgh and stuff, and from what I've seen, women in the UK are just as gorgeous. So it's plus they got cute accents, and they like mine too. So.
What is your favorite Xbox game?
I'd have to say I've been playing Red Dead Redemption right now. Enjoy that. I love playing like NHL. I've got a little bit into FIFA since I've been in the UK, which I'm enjoying. But anything with shooting, I like Call of Duty and stuff too. It's exciting.
What do you order at McDonald's?
I'm a Big Mac guy. You know, if I'm going, I'm not that big of a fan of McDonald's. But if I get a chance to, I'll go Big Mac.
What is your favourite football team in Scotland?
Well, I've been I think Killer on the team. Our equipment guy would be mad if I wasn't a Rangers fan. So I've been trying to follow them a little bit, and actually haven't really got into the football too much here in Scotland. I really want to see a match before I go, if I can, but I'll go with the Rangers.
Can you play any other sports?
Yeah, I was actually, growing up, I was almost as good as a baseball player as I was a hockey player, and I played lacrosse also, and I like to do some like boxing and stuff in the off season to stay in shape. So I've played other sports growing up, but I think baseball was my I absolutely loved baseball. Just the way you could show up for a game, relax. It's not like a hockey game and still have a good game. So,
what is your favorite booze?
Booze. Been known to have a drink or two, but I think I'd probably go with Bombay Sapphire gin. I'm a gin guy, so gin and tonic is my drink.
Yeah. What is your favorite juice?
Well, over here you guys call juice or like soda juice too, right?
Yeah.
So I'd have to say, like a Sprite, Sprite, Pepsi. Becoming a fan of Iron Brew since I've been here, so I think I'm going to take some of those home too.
What is your favorite TV program?
TV program. I've been a big fan of, we got some free time over here, so I've been watching some TV series online, but Breaking Bad has been a show back home. I don't know if it's been in the UK yet, but I've been watching that. Dexter, I'm a big fan of Dexter, and Sons of Anarchy. So I like action and kind of like the crime kind of shows. So like obviously like CSI, I like too. So.
What is your favorite cartoon?
Cartoon growing up was definitely Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think just like I said, the action and the fighting always got to me. So probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Where is your favourite place in Scotland, not hockey related?
Well, I went up to St. Andrews a few times, and it was beautiful, just being like right on the coast and everything. And but I've had some pretty wild nights in Edinburgh, so with some of the guys, and when Hamilton and Siddall were here, we went there a few times. Not so much since after Christmas, but Edinburgh is just it's an incredibly beautiful city. So,
what is your favourite food?
I think my favorite food growing up would be like kind of Ukrainian stuff, like pierogies and cabbage rolls, just all stuff that I don't even know if you know what a pierogi is. Just Ukrainian food that kind of my grandparents kind of brought me up on, and but I say I'd have to really go with that. But other than that, I would say like Vietnamese. Now that I'm older, I eat it a lot during the summer because it's like healthy, and it's good for after like your training and stuff. So they're Ukrainian or Vietnamese food.
Yeah. What do you think of Kirkcaldy?
It's a cool hockey town. Fans really love the hockey here. It's not the busiest place in the world, but it's it's right by the water and stuff, and that's something that I'm not used to being where I'm from, and it's been a cool little town. I'm from a place not much bigger back home, so I like the small town feel.
Yeah. What is your favourite NHL team?
I have a few. I'd have to say right now probably the New York Rangers, just because I love Henrik Lundqvist. I love the way he plays and just how good he is. But other than that, I'm not a diehard follower of a team, but I like to follow the teams that I have a few friends on from my hometown, like my buddy Luke Shen, who's obviously in Toronto, and his brother Braden in Philadelphia. And just like I said, I'm really following, my friends who I played with growing up and the teams they're playing on, so I'm rooting for them.
Yeah. What is your favourite NHL goalie of all time?
Of all time, I'd have to say I'd have to go with Dominic Hasek. I mean, he was my hero when I was around your age and who I looked up to, and the way he played, he just always really competed hard, and he was unorthodox, and that's kind of how I play too. You know, just play as hard as you can. It doesn't matter how you save it as long as you do. So I really looked up to him.
Yeah. What age were you when you learned to skate?
Well, I started playing hockey when I was 9, but I think I actually became a good skater around 14. So it took me a few years. But no, I mean, I would say when I was around like 10 and I started being a goalie, that's when everything kind of came together, because I started a little later than most kids. So.
Yeah. What has been your best moment in your career?
There's been a few. I mean, obviously it's a huge honor being drafted into the WHL back home and playing in such like a prestige junior league like that. But last year when I got invited from Ron Hextall, I got the phone call from another one of my heroes that I looked up to and watched growing up in the NHL, and he called me to go to Los Angeles's training camp. I mean, that's something every Canadian hockey kid dreams about every day, is getting a shot at the big show, and he gave me that, and I'd say as of right now that was probably the most memorable.
Yeah. There's some like Flyers hockey stuff now. How do you like the atmosphere at the Flyers?
It's great. I mean, it's small rink. I've played in a few smaller rinks before, so I love how the crowd is right on top of you, and the fans have been great here with me, with just taking a liking to how I play, and obviously like the songs that they sing too when I make some saves. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a great rink to play in.
What's your best moment as a Flyer?
I think just there's so many. Some like it's been a tough season, but I mean some of the friendships I've made here, and but a game performance, probably that game in Nottingham where I made the 70-some saves. I mean, it was crazy, and I didn't even really get a chance to appreciate it till I heard everyone kind of talking about it. But the first win here at home against Hull was huge in the shootout, and I won't forget that. And also that game against Coventry, we won in the shootout. I think I had some Zemlak t-shirts in the crowd too, so that made it extra special when we won.
Who has been the most helpful since you've joined the Flyers?
I'd say, Todd. Todd, he brought me in, and I owe him a lot for that. It was my first time overseas, and I didn't know too much about how it was going to be like. And when I first showed up, he really let me feel comfortable and helped me out in any way he could. And I owe a lot to him, and for the chance to not only play on this club, but a chance to maybe play on some other European leagues and clubs. So I'd have to say Todd, but everyone again, like Jamie Wilson, my roommate Danny, Mike and Hammy when they were here, or Matt and Hammy when they were here, and everyone's just been great here. Everyone's super welcoming, and it's been really cool.
What do you call that type of warm-up you do at the start of the game? It's like the robot thing.
When I'm in the tunnel, or when I'm in the...
Well, kind of both, because when you're doing that, and then when you're on the ice, and
well, I think that's just me. I've every goalie has their pre-game routines that look a little quirky sometimes, but I'm a big believer in visualization and seeing the pucks hit me before they actually get shot at me. So I think that's just me kind of training my brain before I actually get the shots taken at me, so you can react sooner. And people seem to like it here, and it's just a way to kind of get your blood going before a game too, because sometimes you're a little nervous or you're tired from the night before, so it's a way to warm up.
Yeah. How do you think the Flyers can improve next year?
Well, I think we need to start with I think right off the bat a full quota of imports. I mean, the British guys they've came on a lot, but I think we could tell at the beginning of this year when we were shorthanded, and the depth, and guys were getting tired, and it really took its toll kind of early until everyone kind of found their feet. So I think the Flyers will be a better team next year because they've went through this first year. But bring in whether it's me or another solid goalie. And Blair's been great this year with me, and start from the back end out again, I think, and maybe bring in a few more guys like, players who are like Hamilton and Siddall, some scorers, and I think the Flyers will be okay next year. They'll know it's like, they'll get the job done.
Yeah. How do you feel when the game goes to penalties?
Believe it or not, that's probably my most comfortable time in a hockey game. I was a big fan of the shootouts when I was in junior. I mean, by that time of the game, everyone's so nervous, and they think the goalie would be, but by that time you're so focused. It's over 65 minutes in, and you're not really thinking about anything. All you see is one guy coming down on you, and I love it. I love that pressure. I mean, that's my absolute favorite part of hockey. So if I could go to a shootout every game, I would.
Last but not least, can you hear me drumming?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I give you a quick look up usually every time, and you've been a absolutely fantastic supporter of me and the club, and I really appreciate it. You've been awesome. So you keep coming by the tunnel. I'll keep trying to throw you sticks and anything I can get my hands on.
Thank you, Zemlak, and I hope you play here next year.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
Garrett Zemlak, what was it like?
It was amazing. It was just awesome. It was just like, it was funny, but it was just awesome at the same time.